What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Tommy Talks. My name is Tommy and I like to talk. I like talking all things movie, TV shows. Basically, if you can watch it on any form of a screen, I like to talk about it. And I like talking to you guys about it. And what are we talking about today? Well, we are talking about this, ladies and gentlemen. We are talking about Avengers Doomsday. I'll tell you what, they've got timing because I'm about 10 hours late to the party. I have already seen this trailer. It dropped at 8 o'clock in the morning while I was taking my son to summer learning, and yeah, I'm a little late to the party. I have already watched it. I could not wait until this to watch it because I am such a Marvel fanboy. I am their biggest cheerleader. I'm not saying that everything that they do is great, but I love the majority of it, and I'm not as critical on them as a lot of other people are. So I'm very easily pleased when it comes to Marvel. So I'm very excited for Avengers Doomsday. I've got the Doom hat on because Doomsday is approaching, but they did drop the trailer this morning. It does look like the exact same trailer that was shown at CinemaCon, but I want to watch it with you guys real quick, give my initial thoughts and reactions, and then tomorrow you guys can join me right here on Tommy Talks when I go live to talk about this thing more in depth. We'll do more of a scene by scene breakdown of it, as well as other things. We'll talk about X-Men 97. We'll talk more about the most recent episode of the House of the Dragon, as well as I don't know yet. Just join me tomorrow and tell me what you want to talk about, because maybe we'll talk about those. So we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to jump right in. Avengers Doomsday official trailer in theaters December 18th. Let's check it out. We'll play it through the whole thing, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it.
Something's coming. Something we may not be able to deter. Before this day is done, we should be faced with an unthinkable decision.
I like the voice. I like RDJ's voice in this a lot. Ooh, this is loud.
I've fought with many warriors in my time. They were far stronger than all of us put together, and they died.
Dude, I'm gonna love Thor in this.
They
This is like my
died
favorite
facing
version of
enemies
Thor.
and threats that scared me far less than this one.
God. Oh my God. Oh!
Everything that they sacrificed will be for
Was that
nothing.
hold on, was that the
if
Future
we
Silk
do
tree?
not stand together.
I'm just noticing that.
Put aside your petty squabbles.
Oh my God, dude. This is insane.
You
I love
nothing
everything.
except this. If you return, you
Oh,
will
hey, Captain
return
Newton.
as brothers and sisters. But mark my words. We're going to need a miracle.
A miracle.
Hey, pal.
It's not possible.
Hell yeah. Okay. Let's go. Oh man, if we hadn't got that Steve Rogers, like 1 minute tease, that reveal would go so much harder. Not changing the date. Sticking to it. Just under 5 months left. All right. I want to give a full breakdown here, but I do want to go over a couple things. We got this shot right here of Professor X, Charles Xavier, looking at what looks to be a planet exploding. 100% think this is the Raimi-verse right here. This has got to be the Raimi-verse. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man universe. I fully believe that that's what that is. Let's go through here. First look at Doom. Okay, this is something I noticed on my first watch. I've only watched this trailer once before this reaction. I've only watched it once. So I did notice this right here. That looks like the Captain Marvel symbol. That's what that looks like right there. The Captain Marvel symbol. So that's interesting. I think Doom looks good so far from the little bit we can see. I think Downey's voice for this is good. I'm not going to say it's a 10 out of 10, but I like it. I like it. It's tickling me in all the right places. Okay, it's tickling me. It sounds more like someone who is fluent in English, but it's not their first language, with a little bit of theater added on to it. So I like it. I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me. But that looks like the Captain Marvel symbol at first glance. All right, got the big logo. First full clear shot of Avengers Tower post Thunderbolts. I like it. All right, we got the Fantastic Four with Thor in the background. I like it. All right, we got Sam Wilson and Bucky, along with Scott Lang over here. But let's just focus on these two right here because these two are not on good terms. We know that with the post-credit scene of Thunderbolts. So this dynamic is going to be interesting. And then how does Scott Lang fit into this? Probably with Sam Wilson, I'm assuming. But him standing on the side of Bucky, though, I don't know. It's weird. I'm not going to dive too deep into it. All right, here's the big shot right here. We got Thor, Sam Wilson, Scott Lang. We got the Fantastic Four and the Thunderbolts all over here. Who is on the other side? Who's the other Thunderbolt? I'm trying to remember. Probably Bucky. That's got to be Bucky over there. Okay, so this is a cool shot. We got 3 planets, looks like. So, and then a countdown timer. I know that this is the second, so it's 28 minutes. I don't know if there's any more time on the other side of that. We don't get a good shot, but it does show the 3 planets coming together. X-Men universe, Fantastic Four universe, and the 616. All right, let's move on. I like the speech that Thor gives. He's like, I fought alongside people stronger than all of us combined. Let's just talk about that for a second. So he's talking about, obviously he's talking about people like Tony Stark. Even though I don't know if I would say Tony Stark was more powerful than all of them combined. Maybe when he got the Infinity Stones, but obviously it killed him. But he's probably talking about like Odin, people like that, and all the people he fought alongside in Avengers, Infinity War, and in Endgame, people that died, fighting people who scare him far less than this. And obviously he's going to be talking about Doctor Doom, even though it looks like Doctor Doom is going to be trying to work with them at some point, but then he's probably going to betray them. So just really setting up how scary Doctor Doom is to Thor, who is the strongest Avenger. Namor, we got a quick shot of Namor in this. He looks really fucking cool. Love that. Black Panther. Okay, so Shuri suits up. Also, this suit is badass. I love this. I love this suit here. But like it looks like they're actually going to be. Fast forward to it here in a second. Here, where's it at? There's a scene where it looks like they're about to fight each other. I don't know. I'm not going to go too far into it right now. All the X-Mansion stuff. Oh my God. James Marsden. My God. He is so back. Look at that man. You can't really get a good shot of him, but holy shit. Look at this man. I'm not gay, but smash. Look at it. He looks like a sexy ass action figure. Oh my God. It's amazing. All right. Channing Tatum versus Gambit. We knew about that from the CinemaCon description. I like this little look that Channing Tatum gives. All right. We got, okay. So this is what I just now noticed. Go back here. This is one thing I want to point out. Look at this is the Yggdrasil tree, or all the different universes, because Loki, when he sits on the throne at the end of time and takes over as the god of stories and the god of time and the god of the multiverse, he turns it basically into a replica of the Yggdrasil tree because he's from Asgard. So it looks like he's modeled this whole thing after that. So that does kind of contradict what we saw in the leaks about Loki meeting up with Steve Rogers before the finale of Loki. So, who knows? Who knows when this is going to be? Oh, this is probably, I don't know. That's interesting. That's interesting to me. Got the shot of Loki right there. Right on. I love it. I love it. He looks good. This shot right here, obviously, it's like a...
Together.
There we go. Look at that. That is awesome. So, obviously, this is stuff that was left out of that teaser that we got, but hell yeah. So, over here, it looks like we got Ghost right here. We got Falcon, Joaquin Torres, Bucky, Sue Storm, Ben Grimm, meeting with the Dora Milaje, Black Panther, and King M'Baku. Looks like just off screen over here, we might have Wyatt Russell as a U.S. agent over here. Oh, okay. Boom. How fucking good does Mystique look? I've seen people complain about this look. This is badass. This is awesome. If you complain about this, I feel so. I said this on Twitter earlier. If you see anything in this trailer, and I'm not saying that this trailer is perfect. There's definitely some VFX that, needs to be better, but there's still 5 more months before the movie comes out. I'm sure it's going to look even better. But if you have anything to really complain about, like, oh, this looks like crap, I would hate to be around you because you don't seem like you enjoy too many things. This looks awesome. And this transition, that is so ungodly clean. And it looks so good. If you don't think so, if you disagree, well, I know that's your opinion, but your opinion is wrong. This is awesome, dude. That is badass. We got Ian McKellen. Looks like the same shot from the teaser. A little bit of extra, them holding hands. So that's really all we get from them. I wish we got more Magneto in this. I wish we got actually Magneto doing stuff. So hopefully this isn't like a Magneto that's like suffering from dementia or something like we got from Charles Xavier and Logan. We actually get to see Magneto do some Magneto shit. Got a quick shot here of Cassie Lang, Catherine Newton. So confirmed for this movie. I think we all knew she was going to be in it. We got Johnny Storm hugging his sister Sue, along with the "You will return as brothers and sisters." So it's pretty good. This shot right here. Again, the VFX is probably going to be a little bit cleaned up, but even this doesn't look terrible. Like, this doesn't look bad. But Sue Storm's going to be badass in this. I think that Sue Storm knows what Doom is up to. Oh, hello. Look at that look. I didn't mean that's a crazy pause. We'll just leave it there for a second. You know what I'm saying? I think Sue and Shuri are actually going to stay back when we get to the X-Mansion fight. I think the X-Mansion fight might actually be going on the same time this is happening. That's a prediction I'm having. I think that the Wakandans are going to meet up with some of the Avengers and some of the Fantastic Four at the same time that some of the other Avengers and Fantastic Four are going over to the X-Men universe, universe 10005, to meet the X-Men. That's why I think we don't see Ben Grimm, Sue Storm, or Johnny Storm in the X-Mansion scenes at all. We only see Reed Richards, and that's why we don't see Reed Richards in this. I think these are happening at the same time, and I think Shuri and Sue Storm are going to create a plan to kind of have like a backup plan to what Doom is planning, because I think Doom is going to deceive them, and I think Sue and Shuri are going to be the people that maybe make the life rafts that take us into Secret Wars, that preserve some of their memories after Doomsday. That's my prediction. And that's not even in the leaks. That's just something I'm predicting. Poor Sam. Sam doesn't get too much of this, but hell yeah. This scene right here. Okay, this next scene. Yaga! Look at that. Oh my god. Channing Tatum, Gambit. Just, all right, we got, looks like Reed Richards over here. We got Shang-Chi standing right here. Sam Wilson standing in the background somewhere. I think that might be Mystique in the background. We got Sam over here. Cool. Shot from the teaser. Sue Storm flexing her powers. I think that this might be against Namor, and we might get a little Namor Sue Storm romance happening here, like we get in the comic books. Namor, shot of Namor going into like what looks like the Sue Storm powers. I'm not sure. I can't tell 100%. But I think we are going to get a Sue Storm Namor thing. I think Namor might even attack, and Sue Storm might be the one that stops him, and then he agrees to help them. All right, then we get this Thor and Doom scene. I wonder who this statue is. Is it maybe of Charles Xavier? I don't know. Stops it with 2 fingers. I wonder what this sigil right here on Doom's hand is. I can't tell what it is. If you know what this is, let me know in the comments below. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that look at Dr. Doom. He looks so cool. He looks so cool. And we get a little bit of an extra shot right here as well. Of see, okay, this is some of the VFX that I think needs to be cleaned up between now and then. But it still looks good. It still looks good. It shows that Thor just doesn't stop when he sees this. He's gonna keep pushing. So when Doom stops it with 2 fingers, Thor's not gonna get like super deterred. He's gonna keep trying. I hope that this isn't a thing where Doom punches him one time and the fight's over. I hope we actually get like a fight that culminates with this, or something along the lines. I hope it's just not like a one shot and done. And then we get the Steve Rogers grabbing Mjolnir, which is cool. Like I said, I wish we did not get that Steve Rogers teaser and that they just left this entire thing as a surprise for us to see in this trailer. That would have been badass. Thor is going to be awesome in this movie. Thor is going to be amazing. This movie is going to be really, 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 really good. Okay, so I'm not going to dive too too deep into it. I've already gone for about 10-ish minutes, I think. So make sure you guys join me tomorrow for the live stream where I will be breaking this thing down a little bit more in depth, scene by scene, frame by frame. So come and join me for that. Come talk to me about it. Tell me what you think of this trailer in the comments below. Join me for the live stream as well to tell me what you think. If you like things like Game of Thrones, Avengers, The Boys, anything like that, if you like anything cinema, whether it's horror, Marvel, DC, any kind of genre, I like talking all things cinema. So make sure you guys subscribe down below. If you want to support me, go to parabellumpro.com. That is one of my several websites that I have merchandise at for my wrestling and podcast specifically. But there are links as well to my individual wrestling merchandise shop. I don't have a merch site yet for Tommy Talks, but I will be working on one very soon. But if you want to support me, like I said, go to Parabellum Pro, get yourself a Glaze Me t-shirt or something like that. It goes a long way. I appreciate the support. Make sure you guys follow me and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.